Hi, my name is Bob Samuels. I'm founder of TechConnectr, a best-of-breed marketplace of account-based marketing and other lead generation solutions. We've partnered with the B2B Marketing Exchange to interview industry leaders and share best practices. To that end, I'd like to introduce you to Peter Isaacson, Chief Marketing Officer of Demandbase. Hi, Peter. Nice to speak with you again. What changes have you seen recently in the account-based marketing world?
One of the things that we've definitely seen over the past year and a half is that the account-based marketing category has shifted pretty dramatically from companies wanting to know what is account-based marketing and why should I do it, to shifting to, okay, I get account-based marketing and I understand why I should do it. What I really want to understand is how I do it and how I can execute best practices with an account-based marketing approach. So
everybody buying into that's a good idea.
Yeah. So we're past that selling stage of like, here's why you should do it. Now people are like giving a yeah, we get that. Like, tell me like how I should do it, how other folks are doing it, what I should be thinking about when I set up an account-based approach. So kind of a natural evolution of the category, I would say. And as folks are doing that, they're becoming more kind of nuanced in their approaches to account-based marketing. A couple of things that we've seen. One is that a lot of account-based marketers had just kind of equated account-based advertising to account-based marketing because it was the easiest thing for them to get their heads around. And we're seeing more companies kind of maybe start with an account-based advertising approach, but move on to how they can engage on their website, how they can actually deliver specific account level and individual level insights to their sales team so that they can close deals more quickly. So it's getting more sophisticated from that standpoint. And then the other way it's getting more sophisticated is that we saw in the early days, people tended to take a very monolithic view of their target account list. It was kind of one big group of target accounts that they, treated the same way and, personalized in the same way and customized in the same way. And now we're seeing, again, more nuanced approach, even at target account lists, where folks have, some very top of the pyramid kind of strategic accounts that are the most important for them to really engage with. And then a second tier that might be kind of more of a one to few, a couple to 300 accounts that require a different level of customization. And then more of the masses that might be kind of more one to many and receive a more programmatic approach to their customization. But what we're seeing is companies actually combining and blending these different tiers and actually kind of treating them differently and taking different marketing approaches to the different tiers within their target account list. So you're just seeing a lot more sophistication within marketers who have jumped into account-based marketing.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. What about on the data side? Do you have relationships, or would there be benefit for us to make introductions to you for data relationships?
We've got so possibly. Data. So one thing that's very different from us versus a Terminus and an ad roll and an Engagio is that we firmly believe that data is a differentiator. So from the very beginnings of the company, we have focused on building out our data of billions of IP addresses mapped to millions of companies. But we've really continued that and expanded from kind of pure IP address matching into cookie-based targeting so that you can actually, one, improve your match rate for companies based on some sophisticated AI and stuff like that, but also so that you can actually reach the individuals within those accounts that really reach the buying committee, which is one of the topics that I'll be talking about is the B2B marketing exchange. But that actually having data as a specific asset and point of differentiation is what kind of separates us from, Terminus and AdRoll and Engagio, who really have to rely either on their customers' data or third-party outsource it to Clearbit or Kickfire or Bumble or someone like that.
I haven't been at any events lately. I think the next one I'll go to is the B2B MX in Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with Andrew Gaffney and those guys?
Yeah.
Cool. I will be there as well, so we'll be able to connect there.
So will you be a booth bait? Are you guys a sponsor there?
We are a sponsor there, so I'll be. I think we've got a session, so I'll be doing one of the 20 or 30-minute sessions there. So
nice. I look forward to
it.
Do you have a topic?
Yeah. What is the topic? I think it's something around ABM and how using ABM to target the buying committee at your key accounts or something like that. But it's also about reaching the actual buying committee at the accounts that matter.
Nice.